Detroit made headlines this week after becoming the largest U.S. city to file for bankruptcy protection. The city's financial troubles are already being paralleled to Rhode Island's smallest city, Central Falls, which recently emerged from bankruptcy. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen joins us in studio with more.
Nationally and internationally, comparisons are being drawn between Detroit and our own city of Central Falls. Well, there's quite a few similarities, but the differences are important. So what better person to talk to about this major story than the man who was in charge of turning a bankrupt city around? When the city of Detroit filed for bankruptcy earlier this week, it became the largest city ever in the U.S. to file. With a population hovering around 700,000, the city is nearly $20 billion in debt.
Out of cash, it's having trouble paying its creditors, sort of the same situation that existed in microcosm in Central Falls.
After just 1 year, the city of Central Falls, Rhode Island, emerged from bankruptcy. Robert Flanders was the state-appointed receiver to handle that mess. I sat down with him talking about how Detroit's current problems are similar to the issues Central Falls faced when the city went under. That includes pension problems, among other things.
Dwindling tax base, a hollowed-out city, urban blight. All of the problems that Central Falls are facing are magnified in a city like Detroit.
A key difference, though, beyond the sheer size, is the risk to bondholders. After a Rhode Island state law passed, Flanders was forced to repay bondholders and to make cuts elsewhere. There's no law like that in Michigan, meaning bondholders are treated the same as pension recipients.
In some cases, being asked to settle for less than 10 cents on the dollar. That's really causing waves because that may signal increased costs to borrow for cities and towns, higher taxes to pay for those increased costs.
As the process gets started in Detroit, Flanders recommends the city to be as transparent as possible. Well, the bankruptcy in Detroit is still in its infancy right now. In fact, a circuit judge said no to the bankruptcy filing. The Attorney General is appealing that decision, so stay tuned for the latest updates. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.